Hey, it's time for the DLLS Cowboys podcast. We'll keep you up to date on the DC search, and we'll figure out why is this chair next to me empty right now, and it might be filled by the time you see us again. Meow. Friends of ours, it is the DLLS Cowboys podcast presented by our friends at Prize Picks. Use the promo code DLLS. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. And our friends at Ownwell, ownwell.com/taxes. Make sure you're not paying more than you need to for property taxes. Oh, my goodness. It's a different frame.
Yeah.
We did the open, and there's you. Oh. Welcome in, everyone. We're going to talk about all the latest with the Cowboys.
You were late, Jesse.
My name is Jeff. Next to me is a man who, I don't know if he was late or what, but the chair was empty 90 seconds ago. Former Cowboy wide receiver Jesse Holley.
Yeah! Where were you, Jesse? Tell the people where you were.
The boss that called me into his office. The boss that called.
No. Where was he?
All I'm going to say.
Where was it, Jesse?
All I'm going to say is nicknames don't show up for no reason.
What nickname?
The Doo-Doo Queen made an appearance today. Next to Jesse is the greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Clarence Hill.
I can't. Oh,
Hey!
Wait. Changing that broke the song.
There's no glitter.
The glitter kiss.
And he started to.
No, that's a piercing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he has one of the piercings that you put right there.
No glitter.
Next to
the glitter king.
Next to the glitter god is the second greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Ali Jawad.
I hate when old men hit my nipples.
All right, yes.
Oh my God.
Hit the like button.
Always.
Get up in the chat. Interact with us. We love you. We're glad to be here with you. No glitter for chill today. No, but he brought some lotion. He got some lotion. I got a little
Hotel lotion.
Oh, he stole something from the hotel, which I do support.
They put it in your room for you to use.
To use.
Yeah, they put it for you to use.
Not to take.
Use.
So the housekeeper said, "Can I get some extra bottles?" You never asked for extra bottles of lotion? Like ask for extra bottles, extra towels. You say,
What you need all that lotion for, though?
I said, "Can I get some extra lotion?"
I will tell you, this is
you put them in your car. You put them in your bag for times like these.
This is probably my whitest trait. Not really a lotion guy. Not really a lotion guy.
I mean, you don't have to be.
Right.
Yeah, because it ass don't show up.
If I'm ashy, it doesn't show up as well.
But I will tell you this. I don't want to use the word steal.
It's not stealing.
Because I do pay for the room.
Yeah.
But I take a clean washcloth every single time I'm at a hotel.
Yeah, because it's a black thing though. You got to have a white. It's a rag.
I take one with me because I always want to have an extra rag just in the car in my little carry-on bag. You never know when you need a good white little
or a sweat rag.
Yeah, we call it a little, y'all call it bird bath or
what?
A garden tool bath.
No idea.
All right.
No idea.
What's a garden tube bath?
You know a garden tube bath.
No, what's a garden tube bath?
Y'all know how to garden
like
tube?
when you get out there and you got to move some dirt and you get a hoe out?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shorten it up. What kind of bath is it?
I hope you guys are enjoying segment one.
Yeah.
What kind of bath is it?
A garden tool bath.
So the garden tool would be a hoe is what you're using
what kind
to
of
move
bath is
things.
it?
And then you're
Hi, Jackie. Good morning.
A garden tool bath.
Yes. Anyway.
White people are naturally moist.
We're not naturally moist.
They're
it's just
definitely not moist. That's not true. That is not true.
The backdrop.
They got ass too.
The backdrop against which it would
they are dry.
appear.
They don't moisturize.
It's a little lighter.
And they don't use the rag either in the shower.
Due to our lack of melanin, I believe is the term. I used to get melanin and melatonin confused, but I got that figured out. And I also think I got baklava and balaclava figured out.
What?
I believe baklava is some sort of food, and the balaclava is the shiesty mask. That is your pronunciation and word lesson of the day. Jackie also said good morning to you, Clarence, just in case you were wondering. We got 3 names that the Cowboys are in hot pursuit of for defensive coordinator. We would have 4 names, except the Atlanta Falcons told them, get up out of here. They tried to get permission to talk to the Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator, and they were told, no, you will not. So the top interview request there is Jeff Ulbrich, and the Cowboys were told, you may not speak to him because we're going to try to hire a new head coach. We're going to tell the new head coach, what do you think about old Jeffro? And we're going to try to get him to keep him, and we'll see.
Just the bottom of that.
What's that?
Via Clarence Hill. All of us. John.
What happened? Oh, yes. This is via every single person, but mostly Clarence. What Joe does is Joe just follows Ali on Twitter, and anything that Ali reports, Joe co-signs and says that he's confirmed it. That's the way he works. But these are your names: Jim Leonard in Denver, who obviously has a very good defense. He is currently their passing game coordinator, and their assistant head coach, Durante Jones in Minnesota, is currently their defensive passing game coordinator and works with the secondary. And I put this pronunciation in the thing here, Ephraim. I need to do the second name too. Banda. Ephraim Banda out of Cleveland. He's their safeties coach currently, and those are the interview requests that the Cowboys have out. How we feeling? We feel good?
Ephraim or Ephraim?
Ephraim.
Ephraim? You'll go Ephraim?
I checked.
Ephraim.
All right.
I checked, and by checked, I mean somebody told me
that
it was Ephraim. And so, yeah, I'm all squared away on that. And so I can't claim to have a huge working knowledge of everybody on that list, but I do think that it is a little bit revealing in that it's a safety coach. It's a guy in Minnesota that works with DBs. It's Jim Leonard, who is a passing game coordinator. The Cowboys aren't lying when they say our secondary was awful. And if we got to fix anything, we got to be able to cover some people. And so I like that the names seem like it's that's some, hey, can we cover some dudes? Names that we're going through.
Yeah, and inherently, you look at the guys they work for, okay? The defense coordinator in Denver was a secondary coach.
That's Joseph.
You know, a lot of your defense coordinators come from back end because it's about the passing game, you know, and what can you do with the passing game?
Cowboys are here to stop the run, sir.
It's a passing league.
We're here to stop the run.
It's a passing league.
We're going to pick a defensive tackle with our first pick.
We're
going to run an all D-tackle defense.
I would say the good news about this, and I just want to let everybody know that we're going to focus on the positive, not the access denied, but the guys that we are beginning the process.
No, let's take it
What's
behind the
the
scenes.
thumbnail of the show?
Here we go.
Let's go behind the scenes. Here we go.
Let's focus the positive.
Yeah, let's go behind the scenes. I love this.
Because they want to be messy.
I love this.
They want to be negative.
Here we go.
They want to be messy and negative.
You want to
focus
bring
on the positive.
You want to bring back channel stuff to the forefront.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So
talk about it all.
So Clarence didn't like that the thumbnail was going to be what it is. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can see the thumbnail, that access denied. So I'm going to pull back the curtain and tell you how broadcasting works. You have to come up with something that hopefully has some appeal and gets people to click it and makes them think, oh, okay, that's interesting. And Clarence didn't like that because he said it's negative, even though it's just factual information that you were denied from interviewing a guy, and it gives you the opportunity to put Jerry Jones on the thumbnail and an X through a face that people aren't going to know the face anyway. Clarence wanted to be like, no, they're doing a great job. They're casting a wide net, and put 4 faces on a thumbnail that you have no clue who they are.
I get it. I get it. I understand the reasoning.
And this is also
we're just going to fight today.
This is also Clarence's way of
Where's my helmet?
This is also Clarence's way of saying, I didn't get my way this morning.
That's not true.
He wanted his way.
That's not true.
This is Clarence's way of folding his arms and saying, I didn't get my way this morning, so let me tell all of you.
No, we're having a conversation.
And then he's letting
we're having a conversation.
He's letting Tad know. He's letting Tad know.
I'm not negative. I'm not the negative one. It's these guys.
He's letting Tad know.
These guys are the negative one. I try to be positive.
Put that graphic up. That wasn't us.
That's not what happened.
What would you like the thumbnail to have been today?
Listen, we can talk about that. The point is this.
Oh, didn't have one.
Answer the question.
All right.
I did. I said casting a wide net.
Hey, Kerry, that's not true.
What did it say?
Jesse and Jeff thrive on negativity.
Yes.
I do not thrive on negativity. You know what would make me?
We got a reputation that we thrive. I'm like, this is the beginning. My only point, this is the beginning of the process, okay? Yes. And I understand what you're talking about, the
That'd
show.
be a great thumbnail. This is the beginning of the process.
No. See. I understand what we're trying to do. We're trying to draw them in. We're trying to find some catchy. And yes, that access denied is I get all that.
Yeah.
It's still the beginning of the process. And the good news is they are casting a wide net. They are looking at different guys. You know, we're talking about Jerry. There's so much talk about Jerry and allowing Shotty to pick his guys. Clearly, you look at these names. These are not names that Jerry came up with. Okay, these are names that Shotty or Will or somebody else who talked to people. Hey, this would be a good guy to look at. These guys are doing some good things behind the scenes, even though the head coach is like not Jim Leonard, but the coach in Cleveland, Jim Schwartz is the coordinator, but the safety coach, he's doing a good job. You know, we've tracked his career of Minnesota. Everybody wants to go with Brian Flores, but we might not be able to get Brian Flores. But let's look at Deontay Jones, okay? Let's look at him. And these guys been working on Brian Flores. The same thing with Jim Leonard. So I'm saying
a lot of settling going on here.
Well,
or is that negative?
It's definitely settling.
Is that negative, Terry?
But yes, it's the beginning of the process, and we don't know that they want us to be able to talk to Ulbrich, okay? Yeah. Because right now the Falcons do not have a head coach.
Yeah. And
the owner said, I want them to keep Ulbrich, but I'm going to let the head coach decide. Novel idea. Now, we talked about this yesterday. Novel idea. The owner said, I'm going to let the head coach pick his staff.
Very interesting.
Okay. So there's a chance that Ulbrich could be free.
It could be.
And could be able to talk to the Cowboys.
That's right.
So
that's a good thumbnail, too.
Just right now.
There's a chance that Ulbrich could be free and that he could be able to talk to the Cowboys. Slap that on there.
I think the bigger picture is this. Shotty is looking for teachers, and that's what we're talking about. Looking for teachers. Yeah. We obviously these are new guys. They all were college coordinators at one point. They're young guys. They're teachers. Shotty is getting to spread his wings and cast a wide net.
Cast that wide net.
Cast a wide net
by himself.
And we could have done Tom Hanks and Castaway.
Cast a fish. Cast a wide net.
Nice. I also
good job, Schottenheimer. Good job.
I also think one of the things that can also come out of these interviews, which I believe all have to be done by Zoom. These first initial ones all have to be done via Zoom. So these aren't in person.
And 2 are today, 1 tomorrow. Leonard is tomorrow, the other 2 are today.
Yeah. How many people do you think it takes in the room with Jerry to get him on the Zoom? 2?
At least.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, they did the draft from the boat, okay? They're professionals in this thing right now.
You're right.
Don't act like Jerry was in there like, yeah, there's a USB port. He wasn't saying that.
They got people for that. Diggs might not have nobody to help him hang a TV.
What do you
Jerry got somebody to help him get on the internet.
They're video guys.
What do you think if Jerry set up the Wi-Fi at the Star?
That's not it.
What do you think the password would be?
I run this team.
Venezuela.
I do.
Glory hole.
1992 Cowboys.
I want some more glory hole.
DC 1992 Mike.
That's it right there. That's it.
Michael Parson.
Michael Parson.
Michael Parson or Quentin
Williams.
Quentin William.
But interviewing the name that you mentioned, it also gives them an opportunity to, because if I'm a safeties coach and I'm trying to make that jump, or I'm a DB coach and I'm trying to make that jump, then that's a good one. Austin, the password name would be password. That is absolutely great. That's phenomenal. Yeah. I would like to believe that I would have some new and some innovative ideas, right? Learning under Schwartz, learning under Brian Flores. Yeah. You take some from that and you go, but I would do it this way. I would have a different spin. So having these conversations, I do think allows you to meet and talk to some of this young talent, these young coaches who are kind of closer to the hip hop age of things now in football than the older guys. And I think taking in that information would definitely give you an opportunity to kind of see how you want to do your things going forward as a head coach. And then now you take that fresh information and that kind of is a template for everyone else that you interview and kind of help framework the thing that you're looking for in a DC.
I think everything that you said is great insight. I think it was all well said, and it was really good insight. And I'm sorry that Clarence didn't catch any of it because he was in the chat communicating with the one female watching the show.
And then
you were playing with his Carmex.
I was getting
you
to
were
throw
playing
it.
with his Carmex.
Throw it at you.
You were playing with his Carmex.
Well, I tell you what. Let me get the
No,
super chat.
she want to know why I'm focused on glory hole.
Let's get the
I interact with my people.
Oh, Ben.
GM Ben is in the super chat. Chill could have sent his thumbnail ID at 9 a.m. But he was a little busy. Hit the like. Hit the like button while you're here. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you all.
I woke up and Jesse had already put one out there, and he said, "Good job."
Yeah, and your contribution was, I don't like it.
I did not say that.
Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. The Cowboys draft this year is going to be very, very important. We're also going to take a glance backwards at how they've done in the last year and how you're feeling about that. It's next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Let's take a moment to talk about our friends at Ownwell, ownwell.com/Texas. That's where you need to go because the property tax bills, they show up and they tend to go up. I don't know if you guys realize that. You may just think, man, my mortgage payment went up again. Wonder what that's about. A lot of times what that means is that your property tax went up. And a lot of times if you protest that property tax, it can get lower. That's what our friends at Ownwell do for you. You don't have to do any hearings, any paperwork. You just go to ownwell.com/Texas. And in about 3 minutes, you tell them, hey, go ahead. Costs you absolutely nothing out of pocket, and Ownwell is going to go to work for you. They're going to bring down that payment for your property tax the vast majority of the time, and you owe them nothing unless they get that done. Let the local tax experts take care of things for you with no upfront costs, no stress, no big-time investment. Stop overpaying. Start saving with our friends at Ownwell. Sign up in 3 minutes at ownwell.com/Texas. That's OWNWELL.com/Texas. Let them take care of you. Get that property tax down a little bit. Shout out to Ownwell. Also, I want to talk to you about our friends at Mack Weldon. You know what I like to do? I like to find a company that makes clothing that I like, and then bang, I've got everything taken care of in one place. That's what our friends at Mack Weldon can do for you. You want to be comfortable. You want to look good. That's what you want to do. Mack Weldon's got you covered. Their Ace collection makes it effortless to look put together while feeling truly comfortable. The Ace line, it's inspired by their best-selling sweatpants, and so it's combining your everyday comfort, which is what you're looking for, and long-lasting and confident looks. How about that? Upgrade the collection this new year. Bomber jackets, half-zip, sweats, crew necks, whatever. At MackWeldon.com, you'll get 20% off that first order of $125 or more with the code ALLCITY. Get comfortable, look good. Mack Weldon, it's the Ace collection. It is comfortable anywhere. Head on over to MackWeldon.com and you'll get 20% off your first order of $125 or more with promo code ALLCITY, MackWeldon.com, code ALLCITY. Welcome back, DLLS Cowboy Gang. Thank you for being here with us on a Friday. It's good to see you. Welcome in. Cowboys got a draft coming up. It's going to be really, really important for them. But also, you get to look back when it's time for this and realize, did they do a good job the year before? And Jesse stumbled upon, he was donging around on the internet.
I was donging around on the internet.
He was donging around on the
Actually
internet.
was.
And he stumbled upon what would be called a redraft.
I just want you to apologize to Emily. She said Jackie's not the only woman on the show.
Where's Emily's chat? Hello, Emily. It's nice to see you.
Apologize.
Emily, you got to get a profile picture up there now so we know.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to. I had not seen a definitively female name in the chat other than one before you sent that chat. If you had sent prior ones, I do apologize. And now,
Yeah, be a diehard.
yeah, become a diehard. Get
one of those.
Join the supporters club.
Yeah.
Do all that stuff.
We know Jackie because she got a supporters badge. Just saying.
That's right.
Just saying.
But you better believe Clarence will not pay attention to the show now and hit reply to Emily.
I've
And
already
so,
replied to Emily.
look forward to. Okay, yeah. See, there you go. And now we're cooking. Now we're really moving things along.
I interact with Dro and everybody. Stop it.
So the things I'm interested in when you do something like this and look backwards is, do the guys that the Cowboys actually picked in a draft show up?
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
do people think, well, not so good by you guys,
yeah.
you know? And I have scanned it. If you tell me if there's a different way you want to do this, or I can tell you what's at 12, which is where the Cowboys picked, and where any names that the Cowboys actually have might have shown up.
No, let's just scan through it.
Jackson Dart, number 1 overall to the Tennessee Titans. Cam Ward, number 2. Flipped them.
Yeah.
Did a little flippy there. Tyler Shuck, number 3 to the New York Giants. And here is why people talk about positional value so much. The hard part is you don't know for sure who is the hit, right? If you knew that there was a really good offensive tackle, you'd take him. If you knew there was a good pass rusher, you'd take him. And you take those right after the guy who you knew was a really good quarterback, you'd take him. And then you would take the corners, and then you would take the receivers in some order, blah, 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 blah. So at number 4, offensive tackle, Will Campbell to the Patriots. At number 5, Travis Hunter to the Jaguars, just like they did. At number 6, Tet McMillan to the Raiders. At number 7, Abdul Carter to the Jets. At number 8, Tyler Warren to the Panthers. Your guy.
That's your guy. I said it. That's your guy.
Any really good player that Clarence says, yeah, he's good, is his guy. Yeah. It don't matter. Really? It don't matter if other people liked him.
That is sick.
At number 9.
We had a whole conversation about tight ends last year.
At number 9, Kelvin Banks to the Saints, offensive tackle. At number 10, Colston Loveland to the Bears, just like they did. At number 11, 49ers, James Pierce, the edge who went to the Falcons. And at number 12, the Cowboys are on the clock. They didn't say Tyler Booker.
What?
They said Carson Swessinger, who was a linebacker that went to the Browns, who is a very nice player.
Yeah.
And I am pulling for the Cowboys to pick a linebacker at number 12 this year, honestly. So that makes sense to me. And I will say, I think that they're doing a little hating.
Why do you think that?
I think they're doing a little hating. I think Tyler Booker was a good pick.
What do they have Booker now?
At 23, I believe.
Wow. Green Bay.
They had him at 23. And they also had Donovan Ezeraku at 27, I believe. Mm-hmm. So the fact that the guy that you picked in the second, when people look back at it and say, hey, probably should have gone in the first.
Good sign.
That means you've done good. I think there's a decent chance that we're going to look back at this draft and say they done good. Now, Savone Revel, Jeff's always negative. So far, all we've seen from him is, he is coming off of an injury, and we don't write that off. But I do think rounds 1 and 2, we'll look back at it and go, you done good, Cowboys, which is good because that wasn't true for most of the last picks in the last 4 years, give or take. And so that's nice. I like a redraft that says we done good.
No, I think Tyler Booker was good this year.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't look back on that and go, I would have much rather have Swessinger. I'm totally fine with who they redrafted the Cowboys with opposed to who they got now.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me look back and go like, we should have went there. Tyler Booker is just fine. And he's gonna be even better as barring any injury. He has the building blocks to be better and better and better for years to come. That position won't be a bother or a nuisance to the Cowboys' offensive line for the next 5 to 7 years.
And I think that's it. You know, when you look at those guys, you're looking for foundational pieces, right? Is there an argument to say that Schwarzenegger may have been better for this year's team, considering you had other guys to play guard and maybe could have gotten away with it? Maybe you could argue
That's
that.
fair. That's fair.
Maybe you could argue that.
Yeah, if you'd had a good linebacker and TJ Bass instead of Booker, would that have been better for your team? Maybe.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You could argue. But long term, and what you're looking for foundational pieces long term, what you're getting out of Booker long term is more than what you're going to get with that off the ball linebacker.
Yeah.
You know, and Schwarzenegger. So that's why that's a fair statement.
And where they put Ashton Genty in this is number 24, by the way. And again, I think this all goes into the same thing where when I talk about the draft, if there are guys that play the premium position that you feel really good about their future, you take them over guys who don't play the premium positions. And so in this year's draft, when you start hearing me go over and over again, I hope they pick Sonny Styles, the Ohio State linebacker at number 12. I know that I'm saying the name of a way less premium position, and I don't love that. It's a reflection of how confident I am or am not about the guys that play the more premium spots, and that's why I'm barking up the Sonny Styles tree, because I don't feel great about maybe the third best pass rusher in the class or fourth, whatever it is at number 12. Probably not super duper confident. The second or third. You know what might make sense is offensive line. If you just look at players in class picking at 12 and what you're going on is your confidence that it's a hit. My confidence that Ohio State linebacker Sonny Styles is a hit is 90%. My confidence that let's say David Bailey is gone, the Texas Tech pass rusher. My confidence that whatever pass rusher I'm shooting at there is probably more like 60%. And so that's why you're going to hear me talk about linebacker, and if Caleb Downs makes it, I want a safety. It's like, oh, safety's not a premium position. Yeah, but I don't want to miss today.
He's a good player.
I'm not trying to miss today.
Right.
I got enough that is really bad that I'm just going to pick guys that I feel really good about. And I think, to me, that's one of the fun parts of the draft is you're comparing and contrasting a lot of things. If I can get a guy who's a $40 million player on a rookie deal, that's an awesome first-round pick. If I get a really good player at a position that's a $20 million position, not as good as 40, but it's still really good.
Yep.
As long as I'm hitting, and that's like a philosophy thing. Some people would say, no, it's a first-round pick. You pick a premium position. And I'm like, I kind of agree with you most of the time until a certain point of my confidence level of how good is that player. So I kind of want the Cowboys to go safety, linebacker, or maybe, if none of them are gone yet, corner with their first pick, because that one could work too.
What about left tackle?
Okay, so there's a weird thing in this particular draft. My two best offensive line prospects both play right tackle in college. One of them played last night. Francis Maui Noah from Miami. He's their right tackle. And then Spencer Fano from Utah is also their right tackle.
And we can't flip them.
And as we've gotten to do pretty much all the time lately, everybody wants to move everybody to guard. You know why? Tackle's hard as hell. Guard's easier. Which is why if the Cowboys think Tyler Smith can play left tackle, they'll think about it because they're going,
and they're thinking about
I can find a guard. I think both of the top offensive linemen in this class would be even better if they played guard.
Yeah.
And we do that to everybody now. So the challenge with the offensive lineman is, can he stay at tackle?
Right.
Because it's tempting to go, oh, well, either he's really good in a phone booth or he's super mobile. And either one of those things go, that would be great at guard. And finding tackles is hard. So I sympathize with the Cowboys right now.
And not only that, you're talking about a tackle position. It's the guy that he has to block is getting better and better and better. They're getting stronger. They're getting faster. They're getting more agile. So now you look at.
And there's no predicting what you're going to play against. Like one snap, you're playing against a 240-pound guy who runs a 4.4.
Right.
And the next snap, it's a 275-pounder that wants to long arm you in the chest.
Right.
And it's like, deal with all that.
And then you have to deal with Myles Garrett, who is everything.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who's all of it.
Who's all of it, right? So it's like you have to deal with that level of player who you're like, I don't know what this dude is about to do to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you have to be darn good to play that tackle position, especially that left tackle position now in football.
Especially next year, too. They got some good edge rushers on the schedule next year.
On the Cowboys schedule next year? Yeah, well, you're going to have good edge rushers. And that's
they got Michael on the schedule.
And that's why that's why the NFL is kind of oh, he'll play.
Oh, they're putting that game in December. Yeah.
Cold.
I mean, Mike
they want him back.
Mike is the sort of guy that might make a bad decision and be like, I'm ready.
Yeah. September.
Even if he's not. Am I missing a super chat? I see one on Clarence's phone because he has it pulled up. Jason Broyles' music is in here. He said, if Jerry really wants to win 3 Super Bowls in the next 3 years, what is the absolute most cap space the Cowboys could free up this year? And who all could they get in free agency alone? So you're all in, not Jerry's. I can do this.
See, I keep telling you, man, you need to go and do a segment about.
I'm on.
You don't want to.
I'm on it.
You don't want to do it, man.
I'm on it.
I don't know why you don't want to do it. You got all
Dallas,
the time.
We got 2 minutes.
Yeah, watch me do it in 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Dallas.
We can't
Cowboys.
talk about it in 90 seconds.
Well, if we want to keep talking about it, we can talk about it in a minute. So here's what you can do. Dallas Cowboys right now going into 2026 are technically $40 million over the cap. Here's what you're going to do, and they do it every year. You can go to overthecap.com and do this yourself and call Jerry Jones a liar. You click on the right side and you click the restructure button because this is what they do with every big contract every year. All teams do. It's how you move your guys who count a bunch of money, move that money back so that I can sign other players. Dak's cap number $74 million. We're going to make it $44. We just saved $31 million. Bang, we're almost under the cap. But we're going to restructure CeeDee Lamb. We moved 19. Now we're almost $10 million over the cap. We're going to restructure Tyler Smith, Oso Odighizuwa, Deron Bland, Jake Ferguson. There's some more money. We're going to cut probably Terrence Steele as opposed to June 1. You're going to decide what you're going to do with Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams. Are you going to extend, maybe cut or trade Kenny? I don't know. But regardless, you're going to find your way to $70, $80 million in cap space pretty comfortably. Then you have choices. You can do what the Cowboys tend to do, which is sign guys to one-year deals that take up $6 to $10 million apiece. Or you could sign a guy that's 3 times the player for 3 times the price and pay less in the first year, because that's how NFL contracts work, because you spread the signing bonus over 5 years. You have the salary number escalate, and you can put dead money at the end when they're not even here anymore. So you can sign better players for cheaper if you're willing to pay later. That's what the Cowboys are kind of averse to, and the teams who are going for it are not averse to. So you, if you wanted to, could add 9 Pro Bowlers in this offseason as free agents if you wanted to, and if you were willing to risk it in 2030 and 2031. That's what you can do. Don't let Jerry tell you that you can't. You can. They like to keep a balanced spreadsheet. The Eagles do not. That's why they have more $20 million players than you, and if you look at their cap, you're like, yeah, but they're all cheap. No, they're not. They're paying later, after they're done trying to win Super Bowls. And that's the decision that you have to make as a team, is how are we going to operate? How much? It costs more cash also to do it the better players' way. Because a guy who's signing a 4-year deal that's $20 million a year and he's going to count $5 million in the first year, well, you are paying his $40 million signing bonus today. So do you want to spend the cash? Do you want to live a little risky? That's how you go chase a Super Bowl when you have Dak Prescott.
The richest franchise in all of sports should have the cash.
They operate on a budget year to year.
I understand that.
That's why you use the word bust the budget, because they operate, I think, on a physical, actual cash dollar budget each year, not just the salary cap. That's what I believe. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, how long can we expect this level of play from the quarterback? Do you believe that he can carry this on for years or not? Hit me up in the chat. It's next on the DLLS Cowboys. Let's talk about my best friends at Wild Fork Foods Meat and Seafood Market. It's where you got to go. Stop going to the grocery store to buy your meats. I am begging you. Give my friends at Wild Fork Foods, the Meat and Seafood Market, one shot at it. There's 9 of them in the DFW Metroplex, and you will be amazed at the selection, at the pricing, at how awesome everybody that works there is. That's different. You know, you go to a store and you're just roaming around doing whatever. In there, not only do they have an incredible selection and great pricing, and you can find literally whatever you want, including exotic things like rabbit and ostrich and whatever, right? They also, every employee in there, if you want to talk to them about how to make this thing, how to prepare this thing the best, they got you covered. They're experts. Wild Fork Foods, it is absolutely incredible. You can also build entire meals there because they have sides also, like mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. I've done asparagus, green beans. They've got all that for you. Frozen is fresher at Wild Fork Foods. Meat and Seafood Market, the organic grass-fed ground beef, 85% lean ground beef. That's $6 per pound. That's the best you're going to find, just about. You've got to try them out. One of their 9 area DFW locations. Learn more at wildforkfoods.com. Also, salute to our friends at Branded Bills. I love Branded Bills. You guys probably see me wearing this hat a lot on the show, because it's my favorite hat, and I bought it from Branded Bills. So whether you're looking for a snapback, this is a snapback, a trucker, a fitted, a beanie, a tee, Branded Bills, they got you covered. With performance and style, I'm looking around to see how our other one. No, there are some of the Branded Bills, but they're back up there. When you're watching the whole show, just look in the background. Any cool-looking hat you see, it's probably Branded Bills. If you're looking for gear to make your brand stand apart from the crowd, you want to make your own stuff, Branded Bills got you covered. Best custom headwear. You start your order, and their dedicated team is going to help you create the exact custom apparel that you need. They have a partnership with 40 colleges as a part of their campus collection. So you want a sweet-looking TCU, Texas Tech, Texas hat. They got Oklahoma State. They got those. Just go to brandedbills.com and get you some good stuff. Going over to brandedbills.com, go through the collections. They've got T-shirts. They've got all sorts of great stuff for you, not just hats. But it's wonderful. And all you got to do is head on over to their website. That is brandedbills.com. Use the code BBDLLS. You get 15% off that first order. All right, the offseason is important. We got to get things done. We got to put the right team around them. But what the question on the table right now is Dak Prescott just had a really good year of football and was quite frustrated, it sounded like, after the final game of the season with the fact that I can play quarterback at whatever level I want. And it seems like for the first time in my life that does not determine if we're going to win a football game, and that's tough. But how long can he continue this level? Is this the last 2 years of our Dak window where we need to push all the chips in, or do we believe that he can go further?
And I think that is the crystal ball question. And how I look at things from a talent perspective, I think Dak is at a mentally within this offense. When you get to be a starter for 10 years in this league, just by sheer existence, you understand the evolution of what a defense is. What coverages look like.
A lot of guys. Maybe not all of them. A lot of guys.
A lot of guys.
All of them don't.
Hurts has got to work on it a little bit, you know. He's in year 500 or whatever.
But he's only in year 5. He's not in year 10.
Yeah.
But hopefully by year 10, he gets it. He can look out there and go, oh, yeah, well, I've seen this defense before. I've seen this coverage before, right? And the older you get in this thing, but I look at it from a talent perspective of when does the hourglass of talent begin to dissipate? Dissipate?
No, you got it right the second time.
Dissipate.
Yeah.
Is because, let's just say, right, and I know that you don't live by this, but Dak was a 4th-round pick. Mm-hmm. And the reason Dak was a 4th-round pick was because they didn't see superior skills in Dak Prescott.
Yeah. Also, he got beat up,
and we're the negative ones, right? Remember the man that called us negative.
No,
right?
Here's the facts from the draft. He was not a 4th-round pick.
Over 17 highway lanes.
Go after Dak.
To throw a grenade at Dak.
I'm telling you why he would. That's part of the reason why he fell in the draft. He will tell you that.
That didn't make him fall.
Okay,
I'm just telling you, he will tell you that.
That didn't make him fall.
I'm just want y'all to understand and be clear.
You don't think he's talented?
Who the messy person? Who the
you don't think he's
negative
talented?
person
I'm
is?
messy. I'm not messy. I'm trying to give you facts.
That was unnecessary. You know, I'm Captain
You're
Messy.
essentially saying he's a 4th-round talent. I don't think that he believes he was a 4th-round talent.
I don't give a damn what he believes. I'm telling you what the people believe.
Well, keep on going.
And just for context, at least what I've heard from people who talk to the people who tell them and then they tell me, Dak had a DUI in his background and the little beach thing. And my understanding from people who talk to people is that it didn't affect his draft stock at all because he still was A+. Because talk to him, right?
Yeah.
You talk to him.
Right.
Like he still got A+ across the board as they were like, okay, mistakes, but very high character. Like this is not red flag.
I mean, Johnny Manziel, you talk about flags. Like this was the guy. But as I was saying before, Clarence swerved 17 highway lanes to throw a grenade and Dak.
Yeah.
A negative grenade.
And you didn't have to swerve that far. It was a grenade. You could have thrown it. You didn't have to drive over there. That was risky.
4th, this is not me. This is the league said 4th-round talent. Right?
Just after Neville Gallimore for the Cowboys.
Exactly.
A little bit after Neville Gallimore.
No. They drafted another guy in the 4th round before him.
I thought Gallimore was the 4th rounder.
They drafted it was another defensive end from Oklahoma. Gallimore's defensive
end. Charles Tapper.
Charles Tapper.
Charles Tapper was just ahead of him. Yeah.
Charles Tapper.
Yeah, sorry.
So I just look at the time that he's been in this league where they projected his talent to be at is closer to the floor than it would be when you look at a Herbert level talent. Herbert level talent, everyone raves about how he can make all the throws and he's big and he's tall and he's athletic and he's fast and he has a bazooka for an arm and all these things that they talk about. So as the years begin to grow on a quarterback, whether he's injury prone or not, some things begin to fall off. So if you came out of the gates and you were able to throw from one knee 75-yard dot, well, once you get to year 10, maybe it won't be from one knee 75-yard dot, maybe 60 yards.
Ryan Mallett.
But if you are a 4th-round pick, right, who maybe didn't have all of these tools, right, these gifts that God has given these other players, and maybe you can only throw the ball 60 yards from standing straight up.
Yeah, it's tough.
On a crow hop. You know what I'm saying? As you get into the league, those skills diminish as well. So my question was, I look at it and I go, all right, how many more years of this level of Dak do we have left? Like, we've already seen him have a runner-up MVP year. We would even say this year is a rival year to that year. And now, whether that be injury, whether that be talent around him, whether that be schedule, there's a host of other things. The question is, how many more years do you think he has left that he's able to play at this high level? And he'll be 33 years old this year.
Correct.
I have no doubt on 2 to 3. And then the reason that I would think he would decline is just history. Like, sure, it happens that guys play into their 40s, and now it seems like maybe it's going to become more common. I don't know. And the reason that I would bet on Dak is, to your point, I think when he came into the league, he got drafted where he got drafted because they thought pretty good runner, okay thrower. Like, that's what he was. Not wizard at reading defense, most accurate thrower in the draft. But that's what he's become. And so, like, I think Dak's been playing old man quarterback for 2 years already. Like, I think ever since his leg was hanging out of his foot, like, he's already become old man quarterback. And so, like, he has enough arm. He has plenty of arm, but he doesn't have the freaky arm. Like, I think what people are looking for when they're picking guys like in the top 5 is they're looking for kind of cheat codes. They're looking for people who, here's the test, there is no answer, fine, change the question. And what you can do that if you have a superhero arm or superhero legs, right? And he doesn't have either of those things. But I think operating the way that he operates, Dak plays old man football. And so I think unless you lose the arm or his mobility goes all the way down to like Jared Goff style, I think he can play the way that he's playing for a while. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think that inherent in Messy Jesse's question is he's always questioned Dak's talent.
A little bit of hating going on, you think?
It's always inherent in the question.
I was asking if he thinks. I wasn't saying you were hating.
Yes,
you're a little hating. You think? You think he's hating?
You know, it's inherent. Yes, inherent. Because the idea that he was a 4th-round pick, he's no longer a 4th-round pick. He's a franchise quarterback. Yeah. He's one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. Yeah. So we're not going to hold draft evaluations on him 10 years into the league. We're going to call him what he is and where he is now.
I have my new rule. My new rule is a 2-year rule. After 2 years, I don't care where you were picked. You are what you are.
Yeah, you are what you are. And he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And if you talk to the quarterbacks, the Tom Brady, the Peyton Mannings, they like how Dak cerebrally plays the game. They like what he does. What he does at the line of scrimmage is more than a lot of these quarterbacks that have the athleticism, that are faster and have better arms. The things they ask him to do at the line of scrimmage. One reason why Phillip Rivers was able to come back and play capable quarterbacking for the Colts is because there are not a lot of quarterbacks that can do those things.
If Dak gets to Phillip Rivers' arm, over.
Yeah, but he's not there yet. But what he does cerebrally at the line of scrimmage, what he does, getting people in plays, reading defenses, that stuff can carry him 3-4 years for sure. If we're trying to put a timeline on it, I think that's the question. Was ultimately how much longer can he play? Because he can't get any slower, right?
No, he ain't getting
nothing about him showed this past season he's slowing down. So we know going to next year, we expect Dak to be great. You said 2 years, Jeff? 3 years?
I have no doubt about the 2 to 3 year window, and then beyond that, like the traits he has look like they would play.
Absolutely,
but you never know. Most people, like you talking about 37, 38. I'm on the lookout at that point.
Health certainly is number one factor. We know he's had his injuries the last few years. He was able to stay healthy this past season. But you also mentioned talent. And 3 years from now, and you hope the defense is fixed. But
3 years from now, it'll be Joe Milton's turn.
3 years from now, is Dak, if this defense still isn't playing great football, is he still able to do what he did week 2 against the Giants or week 4 against Green Bay? Those types of things you got to ask yourself. So I still think he can for the next couple of years, but it really comes down to what's around. Especially you're trying to now sort out your left tackle position. That's pretty important if you want him to continue playing at a high level.
And you just brought up Joe Milton. Last 2 games, did we want to see more? I mean, I know he didn't have a lot of things, but did we want to?
I do, just because
there was so much hype.
I wanted to lose, and I don't think there's a purpose in playing a franchise quarterback when the season's over. So I would have rather seen Milton, but not because I thought he was going to show something that was going to make you go, yay, we have Joe Milton, just to lose games. Yeah, why not?
I'm just saying, when he did play, I know he didn't play as much, but when he did play, did you want to see more of the light coming on?
Yes, and I want Joe Milton to be way better at football. Yeah. Because the little bit that I've seen from him just like talking and whatnot, I like Joe Milton.
Yeah.
He seems great. I don't want him on my football field in the NFL ever. Ever.
Because that's so, Joe Milton's going to take his spot.
We live in a generation now where people are on their phone all the time.
People are about a mile away.
People are always on their phone. I see people at a game recording every play just in case they have the right clip, right? Like they're not actually watching the field. They're watching their phone. That's dangerous if Joe's in the game.
That's true.
Your phone could hit you in the head at any moment.
Listen to me. Quick story. Quincy Carter, my daughter, Channing.
Oh, just to be clear, by the way, Jesse's opinion was that Dak is washed and always has been.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad we
Go ahead, Clarence.
Clarence is right. Jeff is always negative. But take me out of Jeff is negative. That's all he does. All he wants to do is spew hate and negativity.
Quick story.
These two.
Quick story. We're training camp back in 2000. My daughter was born in 2001. 3/13/01. We're training camp. San Antonio, Alamo Dome. I take my kids to camp because my parents lived there. And so I'm on the field at the Alamo Dome. I bring my daughter on the field with me, holding my baby, watching practice.
Thank God Joe Milton wasn't there yet.
Oh, it's worse. So Jock, one of my closest friends, John Jock Taylor, used to be a beat writer for the Morning News, now at JJT Media Group, wrote the book on Dion.
Boy, this short story getting long.
But I let Jock hold the baby. Baby.
Oh, bad plan.
I let Jock hold it. He don't know nothing about kids.
Bad plan.
Let Jock hold the baby. Quincy Carter throws a ball, an errant pass, Quincy Carter pass, and it bounces to the sideline where we are. Mm-hmm. Jock protects himself with the baby. The ball hits my daughter in the head. True story. He seals himself and puts the baby in the way of the ball. Hits my daughter in the head, bounces his daughter in the head. She's screaming in the Alamo Dome. We're on the side. We probably shouldn't have the baby on the sideline, okay?
Why not?
Screaming, this screech from this little child at the Alamo Dome because Jock protects himself over the baby because it had a parental instinct that you take the fall.
Yeah. And Quincy might have been a little amped up for that throw.
Probably was, yeah.
Quincy wasn't the most accurate quarterback. Okay?
No, not the most.
Jerry thought he was.
That's my story.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And Quincy has to be the highest drafted quarterback they've had since Aikman. Second round?
Yeah,
they
second
haven't done
round.
So that was their biggest swing at a quarterback since Aikman was Quincy.
They tried in the Dak draft.
They did want some Paxton Lynch.
There's a guy that was more talented.
They wanted Johnny Manziel.
They wanted Manziel. I'm talking about Paxton Lynch. They tried to trade for Paxton Lynch with Denver.
And then they also wanted to take Connor Cook with the Dak pick, but he was gone.
Yeah.
Coming up next on the DLS Cowboys podcast, I got to pull up my run sheet because I forgot. It is Wild Card Weekend. You guys come up with a punishment. Whoever does the worst at picking games in the postseason, we got to figure out what somebody's got to do, okay? We're going to figure it out next. All right, sign up to be a diehard. You're in the chat. I see you. By the way, hats puts a layer between you
and the football
and danger. If you get hit in the head with a football, I bet one of those hats takes at least 1%. You know? It's like a helmet, just a little softer. It's a more comfortable. You don't want to wear a helmet in public, so you wear a hat for safety. We have hats in the merch store now. So when you're at training camp, Milton's still going to be here. Wear two. You know?
Because he has no concept of the soft talk.
And he got a bigger arm than Quincy.
Yeah.
You know, your baby ain't going to cry.
Bazooka Joe.
You know,
knocked out.
It's EMS time.
Yeah.
We don't need that. So get a hat for the baby.
And one for yourself.
And one for yourself. Go there and get you some of that from the merch store, okay? You can sign up to be a diehard. You get discounts on everything in the merch store, which is nice. And being a diehard just means that you want all the best information on all of your local sports teams all the time. We got beat writers that cover all four of them for you. And you get access to their premium content when you're a diehard. Fran Duffy put out his mock draft. He's our NFL draft expert here at the ALLCITY group. And you get access to his scouting reports and all that. One of these days, I am going to publish my draft notes. I just had to really read them.
You're not.
Because I think they're hilarious. Sometimes when somebody's like, what do you think about so-and-so? I'll control F and I'll find their name in my notes and I'll be going through and start to read them. Like, let's not read that one. Let's skip down to the next one. But yeah, you get all sorts of great things and you get a free t-shirt when you sign up to be a diehard. So if you want to get the Stay Shiesty shirt, you want to get the 88 Club shirt, you want to get anything from our merch store, we have a bunch of cool t-shirts and you can get one of those for free when you sign up to be a diehard. You also, of course, get an ad-free experience on the website, and you get an invite to our Discord where all of our diehards are hanging out with all of us, the on-air staff of all four different shows. And it's a good time. So go ahead and sign up to be a diehard. It's a great gift for yourself. Jeff says a hat takes 0.05%. That might be right, but get you a hat. Keep yourself safe out there. You know what I'm saying? It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Let me get the NFL schedule pulled up here. I don't know if you guys knew this. Cowboys aren't going to play this weekend.
Wow.
They're not. Instead, a bunch of other teams are going to play football.
No, what you do know, according to Shotty, they're good enough to play this weekend. They were good enough.
I don't think that's how this works.
They were good enough to play.
I don't think that's how this works.
I don't understand it.
You are what your record says you are.
We used to love that phrase. Yeah. Parcells said that phrase, and Jerry and Steven used to parrot that phrase. You are what your record says you are, right?
Yeah.
Now.
Someone jabbed you on Twitter for that the other day.
Yeah. They got mad because why are we co-signing we're good enough to play this weekend? No, you weren't. You lost 5 of your last 6 games.
And if you played 5 more, you'd have lost 5 of them. That defense was about tired of each
other. You had a chance
to
make the playoffs. You put yourself in position, and you went belly up, and now you're saying we're good enough to play this weekend. And listen, we love Shotty, but that's Lil Wade. You got Lil Wade and Lil Jason Garrett in him.
Come on, Jerry.
You know, remember Wade said they won the wild card. The bye week was like a wild card playoff win. You know, because they had to.
Jerry, I thought we had some leftovers from lunch. Do you know where they put the pork chop? That's my Wade.
You're killing Wade.
I like Wade. Wade was a good dude.
Wade seems great.
He's a great dude,
I want Wade back. I want him to be the DC right now.
But again, we can't be saying we were good enough to play this weekend.
No, you can't. Let me knock out Super Chat so I don't end up forgetting about him. John, I'm going to knock that out there. Mr. Cordero here. Would you keep Steele until after the draft so you don't have to find an offensive tackle in free agency? Can't imagine free agents are a huge upgrade. If you draft one, then move on. Possible. Yeah, you're probably not in a hurry on the Steele decision.
That's a post-June thing.
But the only thing is unless they already have it set in their mind that Tyler Smith is a left tackle, that means Tyler Guyton's a right tackle, and they can move on from Terrence Steele either way. But you're still going to have to find a depth piece because we're having problems keeping Guyton on the field, and people do get hurt. That's
Denijay, they got depth pieces.
Nate Thomas.
Why'd you roll your eyes? That's a grown man in the NFL. Why'd you roll your eyes at both of them? That's
I'm just saying, they got depth pieces.
Yeah, they do have guys.
But you need to do right. If you're going to move on from Steele, then do right by Steele. Cut him and do the post-June 1st thing so he can get latched on with another team.
John says in the chat, the hat read reminded me of when Lance Lynn got hit in the head with a comebacker on the mound in the postgame. He said he didn't get hit in the head. It hit his hat. See?
There you go.
Get you a hat from our merch store. Keep yourself safe. It's very important.
Unless you're a baby. Won't matter.
Get a hat for the baby. That'll cover their whole head. That'd be like down to here.
It won't stop.
It
won't stop the pain.
It'll stop 1%, give or take. That's my math. First wild card game that we have is tomorrow. It'll be the Rams. You know what is crazy?
It better be crazy.
It's crazy that they have a Monday playoff game.
They've been doing that for a couple of years
I know,
now.
but you're not going to turn around and play on Monday again. You're short week in a playoff team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, better not get in that wild card game. And if you do, don't be in the least popular wild card game because you'll end up on Monday, Texans and Steelers.
Short week.
We have the LA Rams traveling to the Carolina Panthers.
Buckle up.
Tink.
Buckle up.
We got to figure out.
Buckle up.
Whoever does the worst job picking games, we're going to have some sort of punishment. And if you guys want to help with that in the chat, we sure would appreciate it.
I saw 2 this past weekend as far as it was fantasy football payoff.
Okay.
There's the one dude that he could eat nothing for any meal except a hot dog. And he had to get to 70. He had to eat 70 hot dogs, 71 hot dogs. No, whatever. What's the guy that eat the hot dogs?
Joey Chestnut.
Whatever Joey Chestnut, whatever that number was, he couldn't eat another thing until he ate the amount of hot dogs that Joey Chestnut ate to win.
It would only make me sad to have to do that because I'm now 41, way younger than Jesse, and I am trying to eat real food and be healthy.
Yeah.
And so knowing that I had to do that would make me sad. But when I tell you it would not be hard to pull off,
71 glizzies.
I can easily do.
Not in one sitting though.
No. You just
record?
You can't. What is his record?
83.
Well, whatever he did the last year.
I can do
60, 70.
I can do 2 hot dogs for breakfast, a hot dog for a snack, 2 hot dogs for lunch, a hot dog for a snack, 2 for dinner. It's going to take me a while to get through it, but I can have 9 or 10.
Okay,
I can do 9 or 10 a day.
A day, so it takes you a week. It'll take you a week.
And I don't think I'd get sick of hot dogs either.
It'll take you 1 week of eating nothing but hot dogs.
And I'm going to be weird looking.
See what I'm
I'm
saying?
going to be weird looking as hell.
So that was one, and then the other one was I saw this lady eat a was the Nashville hot ghost
the
chicken.
pepper?
Dude, I did
chicken.
the chip challenge. I don't ever want to do a hot thing challenge ever again.
So she just
I couldn't breathe, talk, stop crying. I thought I was going to die for 8 minutes.
Okay, if we do one, we have to do one like that we can do it on air. Because we can't.
I was thinking
I'm telling you right now, the hot dog thing, I'm cheating. If y'all ain't with me, I'm cheating.
I was thinking
at the house, you're not with me. So you have to do it on air.
Zero integrity.
I was thinking pinky toe bet.
Zero integrity.
I don't eat hot dogs.
Clarence,
Zero integrity.
I do not eat hot dogs.
What do you think about pinky toe bet?
What's a pinky toe bet?
Loser loses a pinky toe.
Stop.
Okay.
Take it off live on the air.
Okay.
It's the smallest one. You don't need it.
Yes, you do. It hurts.
I do think if I had to lose a toe, I would want to lose the one next to the big toe because I think the big toe can take a lot, and I need the little ones on the other side.
Why are you thinking about things like this?
I don't know.
Who thinks about things like this?
So the Rams at the Panthers. Who you got, Ali?
Rams.
I don't remember when John puts up the graphic. I don't remember who I've picked. So if my picks on the screen are different than the ones I say now, don't worry about it. I'll go with the ones on the screen.
Be authentic, man.
I don't. A lot of these I don't have a real good opinion on.
Good.
And so I tried to pick them in real time what I thought, but I also kind of did a little bit of hating. I think I'll remember them. Go ahead, Clarence. Who you got?
I got the Rams. I think we all picked the Rams.
Rams.
We all did.
I think we all picked the Rams. And then Jeff and Jesse get to go. And no, everybody already knows what we're going to say.
You said it don't matter what you picked on the screen
And
just
everybody
5
knows.
minutes ago.
And everybody
pick who
knows.
you want to pick.
I am picking the quarterback.
You
So
said just 5 minutes ago.
I am taking.
It don't matter.
Watch, it'll line up. I'm taking Matt Stafford to beat Bryce Young on the road.
There's one.
No problem. Green Bay Packers travel to the Chicago Bears.
Chicago struggled both times. Well, yeah, in a way, Green Bay had them in that. You think they're going to win off another onside kick like that? Oh, Green Bay. Jordan Love's back healthy? Yeah.
I'm going with the fighting Michael Parsons and fighting Trevon Diggs. Unless there's a TV pole in the way.
You just trying to grease them yams. That's the only reason. Them yams.
I can't even play it.
Them yams.
Going with
Who
I'm
you
trying.
picking? Who you picking?
I'm going with the fighting Ben Johnsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am too. Did you know that the Packers have the worst defense in football since the day Micah got hurt? Trend, isn't it? Turns out you lose one of the best players on the planet and you go to crap.
People don't like those stats. People don't like those stats.
Get over it.
They're the worst pass rushing team. They're the worst. Oh, their run defense is the worst in football since Micah got hurt.
Get
That's
over
weird.
it, Jeff.
So yeah, I'm gonna take the Bears as well.
Send me that stats so I can tweet that out so I can get hate.
I tweeted it out. Just check my Twitter.
I keep telling
do
y'all,
that.
this is the messiest man
I'm not
alive.
being messy.
This is the
They
messiest
call
man
you
alive.
Messy Jesse.
This is a messy.
They call you Doodle Queen and
man.
Messy Jesse.
I'm telling y'all.
Doodle Queen and Messy Jesse.
Casey said, I only have 5 toes. Y'all good? Toe challenge. I like that.
Oh, thank you.
The Bills are traveling to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I picked Jacksonville.
Are you saying you pick or you think that's who you did pick when we did it earlier?
No, that's who I picked earlier.
Okay, and you believe in it
I remember, yeah.
still?
Yeah,
You're
I believe
standing by
it.
it?
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Duval. You know Cohen got a black wife?
Sunshine.
Saw that?
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay, Cohen.
Look at
All right,
Cohen got
I
a
like
black
that.
wife.
I like that.
That's why you're picking
that.
That's why you're picking that.
Pick your boy with Sunshine.
Because I really do want to see just everything go to hell in Buffalo.
Yeah.
When Josh Allen loses this
Exactly.
game, when he's supposed to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I'm going with I pick the Jags.
I'm picking the quarterback. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills to beat the Jaguars because of Josh Allen.
Huh?
So I'm picking the quarterback.
See what?
What happened? Got something going on?
Johns.
Just do it. We'll talk about it after.
Hold on.
I don't think she's black. I don't think Cohen's white.
I don't know what when I
Not
saw.
only is she not black, she's full German.
Okay.
And her family is responsible.
No, okay.
No.
Let's not go.
Unless I saw something different.
No, she is not. She does not. Well, I don't know.
I'm saying.
I hate to profile just by looking at people, but if I had to guess, black would not be my first
Assuming
guess,
this is
nor
her?
would white. She's something.
She ain't black.
Okay.
She ain't black.
She's
Ain't
something.
full Anglo-Saxon either.
She's definitely got some Asian descent.
Okay.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
History.
49ers are traveling to the Philadelphia Eagles.
I love it when Eagles fans are miserable. It makes my day better. So I'm going 49ers.
Clarence forgot what the show
Jesse, you're picking.
No. I think it's interesting. As Cowboy fans, who do you root for? Who? These are your two biggest
What are you
rivals.
talking about? Who do you root for?
Who you root against?
You root against the Eagles.
Eagles always.
Over the 49ers?
Yes.
Over, what's the boy name? Dante.
Yes.
Okay, so you. Okay, I'm just
When I
asking.
tell you Dante Whitner has never mattered in the world, I couldn't care less what happens to Dante
When he
Whitner.
said Dante, I was like, who are you talking about? I didn't even know he was talking about Dante.
Because Dante Whitner, one time somebody gave him a microphone and he said Dak
but-
sucks or something like
But
that.
among the fan bases, the 49er fans hate Cowboys, Eagles fans. I mean, I think those are the two biggest fan bases that are.
In 1992, I'd have been like, man, I hate the 49ers.
Everyone hates the Cowboys.
In 20, we haven't been
No,
good in 30 years. They don't
Okay,
matter.
Those last two the playoff losses. Anyway, I'm picking the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to, it's just something about them. They just show up.
Yeah, go ahead.
And win.
Niners.
I have the Niners by 60 is what I have in that one. And that one is just a hating pick. I do think Philadelphia's going to win, but I'm picking the Niners because I don't care. And the Chargers at the Patriots. Producer John has the Patriots by 1 million.
Yeah.
Wait. Why is mine Philly, John? San Francisco.
Because that's who you picked.
You picked
I
Philly.
picked San Fran.
He was sitting there typing them in as we
You
told him,
picked
Ali.
Philly before the show.
I picked San Fran for the show. What are you talking about?
Okay, you can change it. It's no problem. Last game, Chargers, Patriots. Ali, Chargers, Patriots.
Patriots.
Chargers.
Clarence can't do 7 seconds.
Can't
without
even
the
do
damn
it.
Phone.
I was picking Chargers.
Yeah.
Give me the fighting Drake Mace.
I'm going to look John dead in the eye when I say I'm picking the quarterback in this game, and I'm taking the
Ooh.
Chargers.
Ooh.
Take that,
What did
MVP.
John do to you?
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through. Be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
Or else.
We all silly like the mayor.